Hey guys, I just wanted to bring you this video real quick about 2017. It is coming to an end by the time you watch this. It may already be 2018. Who knows entirely? I sure don't, because I have no idea what happens on this YouTube channel anymore. But one thing I did this year that I've never done before is I kept a record of every game that I beat in 2017 and wrote down a few honorable mentions of games I didn't quite beat but that I spent a lot of time on. I wanted to go through them and kind of give my thoughts on them. So this shouldn't take too long, but I'm gonna have fun with this. So the first game, and this is chronological order of when I beat it, not necessarily a list of which ones I enjoyed more, or which ones came out when. Some of them are from 2017, others of them are from way long ago, like 10 years ago I think is the oldest one. Actually no, one of them from the 90s. We're gonna go through it. And the reason why this is coming so late is because there was one more game on my list I wanted to beat that I just beat, and that's Splatoon 2. Zapfish is there, I just beat it, 7:09 p.m. on New Year's Eve. So yeah, but so the first game I beat this year was Batman Arkham Asylum. Beat that back on January 3rd. I had started it in 2016. I was streaming it, I streamed through it. I had a lot of fun with Batman Arkham Asylum. I love Batman, I loved that like the voice acting was true to it. It was a very clever and creative game. It felt a little cramped and small, but I think they fixed that in City, which is a game I do plan on streaming in 2018. Probably not long into 2018. I didn't quite get the combat. I felt like I was doing it wrong the whole game. So I'm going to try to work on that for Batman Arkham City, but it is what it is. Not long after that, I beat Super Mario 3D World. Again, that's a game that I had started back the year before, but I finally got around to finishing it. I'm not very good at finishing games. I just have a lot of fun with them, and then I don't want it to end, so I don't beat it. But I liked Super Mario 3D World. That's a game that I could see myself going back and doing, maybe going through it with someone or a couple of people. I know that those types of games can get difficult when you get to 4 people on one giant crazy map like that, but we'll see what happens. So then we also have Hyrule Warriors was the next one I beat. I didn't enjoy Hyrule Warriors a heck of a whole lot, which is weird because the idea of just like a run around and hack and slash thing is very appealing to me. I like hack and slash games, and I love Zelda. The story is kind of what disconnected me from it a little bit. It was just kind of really weird that like you beat the bad guy, and then there were like 5 more levels. It's just like magically, oh, bad guy's back from the dead, you gotta beat him again. I don't know, I didn't like it that much. That was another game that I did not bother to learn the controls on, so I did struggle with it a little bit towards the end, because I was just like mash A real quick to try to kill people, instead of like doing the combos that they wanted me to do. So that is what it is. Hyrule Warrior, great game, well polished, good character selection, but not my cup of tea personally. So then we also have Super Mario Galaxy was next. That game came out a long time ago. And again, I've had it for a while and I just never beat it. So I sat down on February 7th and just finally knocked it out real quick. And I liked that game. Mario Galaxy was a good game. It's definitely not my favorite Mario 3D platformer. I would say it's actually one of my least favorite. Because I didn't like how all of the levels were linear. Like, you couldn't explore it. They wanted you to go on this set path, even though it was 3D and grand and big and grandiose. I don't know, I just didn't like it. It wasn't my cup of tea, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. It was a good game, but weakest 3D Mario I've ever played, in my opinion. Don't crucify me for that. So then, the next game I had beaten was Banjo-Tooie. I actually didn't stream that one. Banjo-Tooie is a game that I tend to beat once a year. I don't say like, I have to beat this game every year. But I love that game so much. I know it well. I just play through it and beat it. I 100%ed it. I didn't do any of it on stream, I don't think. I just had fun with it, just on my own time. And I really liked it. So after that, I kind of stopped playing games for a while, except for one of them. That's because on March 3rd, Breath of the Wild came out. I spent a long time playing Breath of the Wild. I finally beat it on Easter, which was something like April 11th or something like that. I beat that on Easter. I loved Breath of the Wild. I don't know what else to say about it. It was a fantastic game. It was so much more than I expected. My one issue with it is I don't think, and I haven't tried this yet, but I don't think the replayability is that high. Because so much of that game is exploring the game, but I definitely felt like I got my money's worth of it. I put about 200 hours into it. I have not done the Champions Ballad DLC yet. That will also be coming to a live stream near you, Let's Chase, on in 2018. So I'm just kind of letting it be out for a while so that everyone who wanted to play it can play it, and you know, not have spoilers or anything like that. This one's a little... So my definition of beating a game was getting to the credits or doing everything that you could kind of do in a game. So this one's not really like every game before this has been like an adventure with a story or whatever. This next game didn't really have that. It was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But I beat all the Grand Prix. I got the credits. I don't know what you want from me. I put it on the list. I beat that on May 1st. So then after that, I don't know. I have like a big gap of time between when I beat games, I guess. I went from May 1st all the way to October 19th without beating a game. And so I don't know what happened there. I don't know what came out that was occupying so much of my time. But those will probably be mentioned in the honorable mentions once this is all done. But yeah, I beat BioShock on October 19th. I had a lot of fun with BioShock. I'm glad I finally got to beat that game. I highly recommend it if you have a PS4, get the remake. Or on PC, I think they have it on Steam as well, so I would get it. It's a great game. I had a lot of fun with it. I'd play it again. I would play that again. There's a lot of customization to it, so you can kind of pick and choose. There's different endings, just two. So there's a couple different endings. You can change your loadout to match your playstyle, and you can change your playstyle, things like that. Very interesting, very good game. And then, I don't have the date for this one down because I don't remember when it was, but Mario 64, we raced through that game, me and RDS and Fraser and John. We all raced through it over the course of 2 streams, I think it took. I did rage quit the race because I was having a bad day, like mental health-wise. And so I wasn't enjoying it, and I was already losing, so I was just like, I'm just done. I did go back and beat it, though, just for my own sake, so I did write it down. I beat Mario 64 this year. These next 2 are a little interesting to me, because, again, they're not, like, I didn't get credits, because these games, they don't have credits that pop up because you beat it. But I beat Fortnite Battle Royale and PUBG, or PUBG. The Fortnite Battle Royale, we won a squad. It was a 3-man squad, so we were down a player. It was just me, John, and Fraser. We had a great match. It was very interesting, actually. But basically what happened is we dropped... John and Fraser jumped out of the bus immediately, and I rode it all the way to the end because we said we were going to do that, and I wasn't paying attention. And so we were separated from most of the match. They survived. I survived. We got decent loot. We kind of met in the middle around Loot Lake. And then we had to kind of like hug the cliffside of Loot Lake to heading east. Ended up at the bottom of a structure. John just went in with grenades and just destroyed their structure, and me and Fraser went in and cleaned up, and that was the last squad, and we won. It was a good match. And then PUBG, my first chicken dinner was with Devoid, actually. He and I did duos, and we won. Another good match. It was a rain game. I hate rain games, but it worked for us, I guess. Lots of sniping, it was good. And I won a couple other chicken dinners after that doing some squads with Matt Stagmer from Man at Arms. If you've ever seen the YouTube show Man at Arms, he's a blacksmith from Baltimore Knife and Sword. He streams over on his channel, twitch.tv/Stalkertron, STALKERTRON, Stalkertron. And there was one day he was streaming it, and he was like, hey, Jay, do you want to hop on? You know, I had been hanging around his streams. He was like, do you want to do some duos? And so I hopped in and did a duo with him, and we won a chicken dinner. And then his fiance and one of his other friends hopped in, and so we did a squad, and we won a chicken dinner. So it was good. I got a couple of chicken dinners under that. No solos in either Fortnite Battle Royale or PUBG, because I'm not good. But I count that as beating the game. I did what the game's objective was. I did it. Boom, the end. After that, Mario Odyssey. A game that I enjoyed. I liked Mario Odyssey, but I've had zero interest in playing it after I've beaten the story. Like, there's a ton of stuff that unlocks after you beat the story mode. There's like 10 more moons in every world, and there's another world at the end of it and all that stuff. I just have no desire to do that. I don't know why. It's really weird. I enjoyed the game a lot, but I just haven't really wanted to pick it back up. I didn't like the end of the game. I thought that was very weak and very tropey and dumb. Like the whole ending cutscene that plays out after the final boss fight. Everything from the final boss fight, small Mario Odyssey spoilers here, I guess. So, sorry. After the final boss fight, when you're doing like the escape sequence, everything from that part on, from the start of the escape sequence through the end of the final cutscene, the music that's playing, the story that's being told, was not a fan of it. I didn't like it. I loved playing through the game. I thought it was great. There were a couple worlds I didn't care for, but that's, I mean, there's worlds I don't care for in every game, so that's not really news. But it is what it is, you know. Anyway, so after Mario Odyssey, I finally sat down and I beat Portal. I had never played Portal before. Portal was a delight. I liked it a lot. The writing in it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. The gameplay was solid. I thought it was a really good game. It was very creative, and I love that it wasn't really meant to be much of anything. It was just a small little passion project that a couple of guys, well, a big team really came up with, but it spawned such a big thing that they made a sequel. And we'll get there in a second. But then after I beat Portal, I took a quick break and played Toy Story 2: Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue for the N64. Another game that I love a lot, and I guess I beat regularly. I can beat that game in probably less than 3 hours, but I tried to 100% it for like the first 2.5 hours, and then I got really frustrated with the bad physics in alleys and gullies that I just gave up and just beat the game. But I love that game. It's a ton of fun. It just brings back a ton of memories for me as like childhood memories. So it was good. It was good to beat that game. But after that, I went right back to Portal. And I beat Portal 2, quite recently, actually, just like half a week ago. And Portal 2 was one of the best games I played this year. Now, I know Portal 2 came out like 6 or 7 years ago. So, say what you will about it. I don't know if it was the best game I played this year. It might be. I enjoyed it a lot. The writing in it was some of the best writing I had ever heard in a video game ever. I just really loved it. And then finally, like I said at the beginning of this, I just now beat Splatoon 2. So that brings it up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games this year. That's not too bad. 2017 was a big year for games. I liked it a lot. A lot of great games came out, like Mario Galaxy, like well, the Nintendo Switch came out, and honestly, I love this thing. This is my favorite console, honestly. I adore the Nintendo Switch. I am a Nintendo fanboy, but I didn't like the Wii U. I'll just say that. I didn't even really like the Wii all that much. I've not liked a console as strong as the Switch ever. I like the PS4 a lot too, but the Switch is just top-notch, solid console. I like it a lot. I just want a Smash Bros. Game on it, and I'm good to go. So that brings us to the honorable mentions. These are games that I spent a lot of time in, or I just really enjoyed, but that I haven't finished, but I probably will finish, if you can finish them. Like, for example, the first game is Stardew Valley. I dumped hours, days into this game. I think between, like, the beginning of the year and early February, I put in, like, almost 100 hours into that game. Like, just in that small window. In fact, it's a game that, our family has loved so much. Becca's playing it right now in the living room. It's just a gem of a game. Highly recommend it. Just fantastic. Another game was Yooka-Laylee, good honorable mention. Haven't beaten it yet. I will, again, beat that game on stream sometime in 2018. I'm going to try to make that promise. I don't, like, make resolutions, because then you're worried about the time frame and you're not enjoying what you're doing or working on whatever you're trying to improve. So I don't put time restraints on myself too much, but that is what it is. Dark Souls 3. Matt really wants me to beat this game. I am not good enough to beat this game. I'm not admitting defeat on Dark Souls 3. I'm just gonna play it when I feel adventurous. It's a tough game. It's very hard. It's fun. It's very rewarding. I enjoy the feeling I get from accomplishing something and seeing my growth as a player and getting better at it. But all that aside, it's just hard, and I don't have what it takes. Fallout 4. Continued to work my way through that. That game's been out for like, what, 2.5 years now, something like that. Still haven't beaten it. I've been working through it very slowly, really enjoying my time in it, exploring the world that they built, doing all of the side quests, really enjoying my time through it. And I don't know what to say, I just haven't beaten it yet. It's great. I love it a lot. Final Fantasy VII. I played a lot of again this year. Again, I haven't beaten it yet. I'm getting there. I'm almost at the end of the game. The remake is coming, and I want to have it beat before I do the remake, but I don't know when the remake is coming. It was supposed to come out this month. It was supposed to come out in December 2017, and here we are, and it's not here, so I don't know. And then Crash Bandicoot as well came out for the, almost said the Nintendo Switch, the PS4. And me and my wife played a lot of that, and we really enjoyed our time with it as well. And a lot of other stuff has happened throughout this year. I became a Twitch affiliate, and I could not have done that without my Twitch audience. So if you're one of the groups of people that watch me both here and on Twitch, I really appreciate that. If you don't, you suck. But it is what it is. I'm super excited about that. Because of my working on Twitch or whatever, I was able to pay for, without taking any money from my own personal bank account, just the money I've made off of streaming, I was able to pay for a new graphics card for my computer, a GTX 1060. I learned how to install a graphics card on a computer. That was pretty cool. And I was also able to pay for almost entirely a new CPU. I have an AMD 8350 in this machine now, which I actually have to fix because I guess I applied the thermal paste incorrectly. My CPU likes to spike every now and again, and that causes some frame lag issues on streaming. So all I got to do is just drag the rig out, take the fan off, clean off the CPU, and just reapply the thermal paste, reapply the heatsink, and then I'm going to let it sit for a few days. I didn't do that last time. I booted it up immediately, and I think you're supposed to let the thermal paste sit and cure for a little while, and I did not do that. So I'm gonna not be streaming or playing games for probably a week or so, sometime early 2018, but that's okay. And so that was really cool that I was able to make these upgrades almost entirely from money I made streaming, and then I also splurged a little bit on a new monitor, a 27-inch Goliath that is sitting on my desk right now. I love it. It's really cool. It's really great. You can actually see the graphics card box right here. And my old graphics card and my old CPU are in there right now. So yeah, 2018 I'm really looking forward to. I don't set New Year's resolutions because, again, that puts like a time constraint on it. And then you can feel rushed or panicked or whatever. Like, if you want to make a change, that's awesome. But then I don't want that sense of time, like, oh, I have to lose 50 pounds in a year, or I have to, you know, learn how to do this skill in a year or whatever, or I need to be in this place in my life in a year. Because then you feel rushed and panicked, or like you failed if you didn't make it in a year, but like you probably made some good progress towards it, and if you didn't, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, like the Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker business. Just dust yourself off and keep going at it, you know? Keep trying. And one of the things I want to work towards is becoming a partner on Twitch. The stream has been growing at a pretty consistent pace for the last 6 months. I went into my analytics the other day, and I watched it increase by, like, I don't know, almost 50% from month to month to month to month to month. It would almost like... It was almost like clockwork. It was really weird. And I thought that was great. And I really appreciate that because all I'm doing is just playing video games. That's all on you guys. And I'm really grateful for that, for coming to the stream, participating in the chat, and just making it a lively place so that when people come by, they're like, things are happening here, and let's stay and be a part of this conversation. That's really cool. And I really appreciate that. So that's what I'm working towards right now, is becoming a Twitch partner. I already make all of the requirements, except for one of them, and that's just viewers. I just need more viewers, and that's on me. I have to create a place where people want to watch. So I'm going to keep doing that. For those of you that watch the stream, I hope you continue to come back. If you have never been to my live stream before, I hope you stop by sometime and watch. I have fun with it, and I hope it's fun for you guys as well. I've been rambling for a while now. Just thank you guys. There will be some changes coming to the stream in 2018. All my alerts are kind of Christmas themed right now, and so I have to change all those out. Also, just a small change I'm going to be doing. It's a big change, but it's nothing huge is going to happen. I'm going to start incorporating ministry into my streams just a hair. I'm going to put my CrossPad Gaming logo just like on the corner of the webcam, like right down here, just like mostly transparent, just a little cross that's a D-pad. It's just going to be there just for own personal reasons, I guess. And I might do other small things like putting like a Bible reference just like somewhere on it, or like in the title or something like that. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to be preaching while I'm playing video games, unless that comes up, like unless people have questions about it or whatever. Because at the end of the day, that's what I do. I'm a pastor, you know? And I take pride in that, and that's what I went to college for. That's what I want to do, and I really want to find some way to link ministry and gaming together. And I think that I can do it. I just haven't figured out how yet. You know, I kind of tried to do it with CrossPad Gaming on YouTube 2 years ago. Nothing really came of that, and I haven't been able to continue it because of a lack of time and resources. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to be keeping a track of a list of games that I beat in 2018 as well. I don't think I'm going to beat one right off the bat like I did last year. Like January 3rd, I beat Batman Arkham Asylum, but that's because I started it in December. So, I don't know. But, like, Yooka-Laylee, hopefully, Fallout 4, maybe finally, Final Fantasy 7, maybe finally, Dark Souls 3, not looking good, Crash Bandicoot, maybe, I'm right at the end of 1, and we're a good chunk into 2. So I don't know, maybe we can beat those. I'll probably beat Banjo-Kazooie again, maybe off-stream again, I don't know. We'll do the Halloween thing again, maybe I'll play another Bioshock game, or Dead Space, or Five Nights at Freddy's, or something, I don't know. A lot of cool stuff coming in 2018. Thank you guys for making my 2017 an awesome year. I hope your year was good. I know a lot of people didn't have a good year this year for whatever reason. So I hope your next year is better. Just make next year the best year you can. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching my streams and all the other content I put out. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of fun doing it, and the fact that you guys have fun being a part of this community as well means the world to me. I'm going to go hop on some GTA 5 online now. That's another game I've been playing a lot of. Me, and again, the squad, you know, me, John, Fraser, and RDS. What is his name? I don't think I ever learned RDS's real name. I don't know if he's ever said it. This is me, John, Fraser, and RDS. I don't know. We've been playing a lot of GTA Online, doing heists and stuff like that. We've been having a lot of fun with it. And I know a lot of other people have it too. Pika Toad, some of my students have it. Devoid has it. And so there'll be a day where we just like open up, like we'll make a public room, open it up to whoever wants to play, and we'll all just hop on Discord and shoot each other in the face and do races and stuff. It'll be great. Until that day comes, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching the streams, all that stuff. I cannot stress that enough. I hope you have a happy new year. I hope your 2018 is just the best it can possibly be. Thank you guys for watching.